Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope you guys are doing fabulous. If you're new to my channel, please do go ahead and smash that red subscribe button and become part of this amazing family that's growing by the day here on YouTube. I'm aiming for 3,500 subscribers and I am almost there. And I know with every single one of you guys who are subscribed to my channel, if each and every one of you guys just got a family member or a friend to subscribe, then we would easily hit that 3,500 that 3,500 subscribers. So please go ahead and share with your family and friends. I'm seeing you guys join. Thank you so much and welcome to another live stream with Lady Visionary. This is probably the first time I'm coming live without actually showing myself. um, yeah, so I wasn't actually planning to come live, guys, but I've got information that may be useful to so many of you guys. So I thought I'd come on and just give you guys an update as to what is going on here in Rwanda right now. We've just received some news. For many of us, it's positive. And I guess for some people, they'll probably say that actually it's not enough. Um, we need more changes. So I'll be just waiting for more of you guys to join before I update you guys with regards to the news that's happening here in Rwanda. Guys, I just want to let you guys know about the consultations that I offer for those of you guys who are interested in relocating and investing here in Rwanda. I get so many emails from you guys, wanting to know so much about Rwanda in terms of business, what opportunities are on the ground, um, you know, relocating, investing here. You guys want to know so much details. And so that's why I'm offering consultations for those of you guys who are interested in relocating and investing. So all the details regarding the consultation is available in the description bar. So these are normally Zoom consultations that last about an hour, but I can be quite flexible. So that's basically the consultations are mainly directed by yourselves in terms of what you want to find out about relocating and investing here. There's so many opportunities here in Rwanda, and the more I discover, the more I explore, the more I feel like, yes, definitely I've made the right decision with regards to picking Rwanda as the place that I want to relocate to and invest in. Rwanda is a small country of about 12 million people. They've come a really long way. You can really see that the president has a vision for the country, being here on the ground. Obviously, things are not perfect, but being here on the ground, you can really see how the president is trying to move Rwanda forward. And, it's all looking positive. So I'm really excited. I'm really happy to be here. So many things happening behind the scenes, guys. So many things. And I can't wait to share that with you guys. Today, actually, out. I was out in a village actually, and I was basically getting a quote from a technician to build or to bring water to a village here in the northern province. So I got a quote with regards to that because the current challenge is that this village doesn't have access to clean drinking water. They're actually drinking water from a lake, and many of the children suffer with diseases because of the fact that they are drinking from the lake. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping that you guys will support what I'm doing. I hope that you guys will support what I'm doing. But basically, this project is about bringing water to a village a village that doesn't have access to clean water. So I really want to be a part of change, and that's why I am here in Rwanda. I really want to make an impact, So here, guys, stay tuned. I will be letting you guys know more about that project. I just need to speak with like the local governments, the district, to let them know what my plans are and to see whether they will actually support the project of bringing water to the village, bringing clean water to the village. So it's very, very exciting times, but I will let you guys know more about that when the time is right. Guys, if you're coming in, please just smash that red subscribe button. If you're new, please just like the stream, just showing your support. Guys, you can support the work that I'm doing here in Rwanda just by sending me a super chat. I'm also on Patreon, guys, so you can come over and support me on Patreon, where you again can have like one-to-ones with me over there, talk about all your relocation questions and sort of all your like investment queries. Like the best place to kind of reach out to me, it is on Patreon. So do go ahead and check me out on Patreon. All the details, as I said, are down below in the description bar. And again, I just want to thank each and every one of you guys who have supported me on my journey from when I was in the UK, and now I'm finally here in Rwanda, guys. I'm not going to pretend that it's all been, smooth sailing. I've definitely had my challenges being on the ground here. And I think that it's very important to share with my subscribers, with my supporters, because I encourage you guys to really do your research, to come and visit Rwanda first before making any drastic decisions, any big moves. For me, I've been coming to Rwanda since 2014. I've seen the country, how it's been progressing. I've really thought about whether it's a place that I would feel comfortable to be with my family, a place where I'd want to grow my children. And Rwanda really ticked all those boxes. So that's why I'm here. I'm here investing in Rwanda. I'm here trying to make an impact, trying to make a change. And I'm here trying to basically show you guys that there is beauty in Africa. Definitely there is beauty in Africa, and you can live a very good quality of life. So that's what I'm portraying on my channel, really. So guys, this is like the first time I've ever been on a live without showing my face, guys. I do apologize, but I will be back on very, very soon, don't worry. So yeah, there's lots happening. We've just received some updates, which is really interesting, because I know so many of you guys who are thinking about coming to Rwanda, but are kind of concerned, about the restrictions. So yeah, some of those restrictions have been lifted as of today. Previously, we were on a curfew, so we had to be all home by 8 o'clock. Shops were closed by 6 p.m. So with the new rules that's been issued, the curfew is now extended to 9 p.m. Restaurants and I guess shops have to be closed by 8 p.m. Bars are closed. They're still closed. We were restricted in terms of moving from district to district, but now in Rwanda, they have opened that up, and we can now travel across the districts, except for 3 districts. Those are Bugesera, Nyanza, and is it Gisagara? Yeah. So there's 3 districts that you're not allowed free movement in, but the good thing is that we are now sort of a little bit more free to move across districts, because a lot of people were concerned, because obviously that was affecting a lot of businesses and potentially compromising people's lives. So this is great news to our ears that, now we have a little bit more flexibility. We can move across districts. Now in Rwanda, the curfew is extended to 9 p.m. as opposed to 8 p.m. And I think where like shops were closing at 6, that's now been extended to 8 p.m. So that's really looking positive. However, like those of you guys who are thinking about traveling into Rwanda, um, yeah, you have to be able to show a negative COVID test results 72 hours prior to coming into the country. So yeah, guys, it's looking really positive. Rwanda's opening up. I feel like, wow, this is great. This is just what we need, because a lot of people were like, come on, Rwanda, we need to open up. We need a little bit more flexibility. So I'm really happy that, yeah, I'm really happy that the government has decided just to, just allow us to just be a little bit more free. And, the new curfew with regards to businesses will obviously help, because a lot of businesses have been struggling financially because of the current restrictions in Rwanda. So, and obviously for them, their reasonings were because obviously there was like the increased number of cases with regards to COVID. And, this was Rwanda's way of kind of putting in these specific measures to kind of um, to bring down the number of cases with regards to COVID. They are also hosting Chogam in June, so I believe that's still going ahead. So there's lots of preparations for some big things that are happening in Rwanda. I've had the opportunity to talk to some amazing people here on the ground, Rwandans, people from the diaspora who are here, and really kind of remaining positive. And even though it's very challenging times during this pandemic, I've been even encouraged to keep on going with my projects, because there's times when I'm just like, oh, this is happening and this is affected. I mean, maybe I should slow down. And, people are really encouraging me that, look, Rwanda is doing really, really well. Like in a couple of years from now, Rwanda will be like on another level. You can see that through the vision from the government. You can see that from being on the ground here, the developments that are happening, investing in land. Now is a great time to invest in land. With COVID, things can be just a little bit less, but obviously in some areas things are expensive, because the cost of food here has actually gone up, even though in the northern province it's a lot more cheaper than Kigali. But overall food prices have gone up due to COVID. But yeah, it's a good time still to invest, especially like, yeah, in land. If you just want to buy land and then just keep it until you're ready, it's a great time to invest in land. It's a great time also to come and actually visit Rwanda, come and see how you connect with the country, whether it's a place where you would like to relocate to and invest in, because obviously there's so many different countries on the continent. And you may visit one country and you may feel like, actually, I really connect with this country. I really gel with this country. And then you may visit another country and you may feel like, what, like, this is not really doing it for me. So I really advise you to just visit Rwanda, and then, see how you feel, see how you vibed with the place, and then make a decision. Don't just hop on a plane and just be like, right, I'm just moving everything. I'm shipping every single thing. I know some people are so fed up of Europe and the Americas. I can testify to that. I was so kind of fed up with the UK and the way of living. I wanted something different. I saw Rwanda as a place where I could really prosper, and also my family as well. So I took that leap of faith to move here, even during this pandemic, you know. So, and I'm not going to lie, it hasn't been, as I said, it hasn't been easy. There's a lot of work that needs to go into all of this. Like, don't just come and think that like you can just sit and relax. Like, unless you have a lot of money, then fair enough. But if you really need to kind of sustain yourself whilst you're here, you definitely have to put the work in. You definitely have to put the work in. Guys, I'm seeing more of you guys join. How are you guys? And welcome, welcome, welcome to another live. My first live, I think, without showing my face. I wasn't actually planning to come live. I was just updated with regard to some news on Rwanda, and I thought I'd come and share that with you guys because I'm really, really excited that, you know, some of the restrictions have been relaxed a bit, and we have the ability now to move around a bit freely. Business closing times have been extended from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Bars are still closed. Bars are still closed. They're not allowing people to gather in bars, especially in large numbers, because they're worried about the spread of the disease. Actually, a few days ago, about 20 people were arrested because they were having a social gathering, drinking in a bar, and that is not currently allowed in Rwanda, and they're very, very strict about that. Rwanda is very, very strict with regards to its policies. So basically, those people ended up in prison, and basically, I think they just had to spend like the night there, and then they pay like 10,000 Rwandan francs, which I think is about $11 for their release. But yeah, like things are looking very, very positive, because as I said, like, you know, with the restrictions, a lot of people were feeling like, oh my goodness, this is really affecting me. But now, you know, as I said, they're changing the policy. Rwanda is really opening up a lot more, and a lot of people, we're very, very happy about that. You know, we're very, very happy about that. It's a step in the right direction. And the way I see Rwanda, definitely they're not happy like about this whole lockdown. Like, the government obviously does not want to have to put these restrictions in place, but they have to in order to try and manage the current crisis. So as much as, you know, people will complain, I do also understand why. And obviously these measures anyway are reviewed like every kind of 2 weeks. So again, in another 2 weeks, these current policies are going to be reviewed, and it may be that the, you know, like bars maybe can resume. I know a lot of restaurants can only go to about 30% capacity at the moment, according to policies. Um, and like, if you're having gatherings more than 20 people, then all of those members of that gathering have to be COVID tested. So yeah, like it's really looking positive. Obviously, this will also influence more like tourists coming to Rwanda, because due to the current pandemic, to be honest, the tourism industry kind of crashed a lot. A lot of businesses, like the tourist industry, has been impacted significantly. A lot of businesses that I've spoken to, a lot of business owners have really told me about, you know, just the impact that it's had on their businesses. And so hopefully, like, this review will have a positive impact, and I hope that we will move in the right direction. Right. I'm hearing questions from you guys. Okay, so I'm here seeing more of you guys join the live. This was just a live just to kind of let you guys know in terms of what's happening here in Rwanda. The policies have been reviewed with regards to COVID and the restrictions. The curfew has now been extended from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Shops no longer have to be closed at 6, and now that's been extended to 8 p.m. So that's really good. Then we can now move around a lot freely from district to district. I mean, people were doing it and hiding a bit, but we don't have to do that anymore without like, yeah, like with fear, basically. Um, we've got Jerome in the building. Hello and welcome, guys. If you're coming in for the first time, please do go ahead and smash on that red subscribe button. Please like the stream. Please support Lady Visionary's work here in Rwanda by giving a super chat whenever I'm live. If you can support, the donation or support button is the $sign, I guess. So you can go ahead and support me whenever I am live. It goes a very long way. I'm here creating employment. As I mentioned, today I was getting a quote to bring water to a village in the northern province. So yeah, so I have to talk to the district and make sure they're on board with what I'm doing. Yeah, big things are happening. I'm really excited about this project because, this village, they don't have access to clean water, and I'm just trying to mobilize different people who can support and help me to bring water to this village. It's really going to transform lives because a lot of children who are drinking the water from the lake end up with diseases and worms. So this is really going to transform lives. So, whenever you support, trust me, it's going to a good cause. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead, as I said, and greet you guys. We have Jerome, Mac, peace and love. Ruby, first again. Hi, Lady Visionary. Hi, Ruby. Nice to have you here. Mashon Baines, it's better. It's what's that? It's better safe than sorry. Yes, I do understand that because obviously, like some people have been complaining about the curfews, and it's not just here in Rwanda. I think around the world, even in the UK, like the whole lockdown was pretty depressing for a lot of people, like including me. And I was really impressed with the way that Rwanda was dealing with the pandemic, even though like the cases kind of went up and they really managed the situation well. I feel really safe here in Rwanda, despite the fact that the COVID cases were going up. But as I said, they really were trying to put in measures to try and minimize the impact of COVID, because also because they have the 2050 vision for the country. So obviously they're thinking about the impact that COVID will have already. It has a major impact on the economy, but the way that I see Rwanda, I really feel like they will definitely bounce back. Rwanda will definitely bounce back. And so I feel fortunate to be here in this position and that I can be part of the development of Rwanda, be part of the growth. I'm very motivated and inspired. I'm meeting Rwandans, young Rwandans on the ground here who are doing successful businesses. And I'm like, wow, these people are doing great things. And I really believe that I can do it as well. Yesterday, I was out shooting a video, which the video was supposed to be out on the channel. It's another business segment, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. Right, the only reason why it's not out is because of my internet and my phone, and I had so many issues, but hopefully that video will be out in the next couple of days. So you guys make sure you watch it, make sure you like it, make sure you share. There's so many amazing things happening in Rwanda, and people who are doing amazing things and people who are successful at what they're doing. And it's nice because being here on the ground, you can really build connections. It's not easy to build connections, I must say. It's really not easy to build those connections, but once you're here on the ground and once you have an open mind and you're flexible, then you can really connect with like-minded people. You just have to be patient, and you just have to be open and willing to put yourself out there. The random people, they're very welcoming, they're willing to help you, they're willing to guide you, they're very accommodating. So definitely there's lots to learn, especially when you're here on the ground. It's so different it's very different being on the internet and doing your research and listening to the likes of me and so many other YouTubers talk about our experiences and showcase, um, you know, the beauty of Africa and people who are successful or trying to be successful in business here. It's very different to when you're actually on the ground. Um, yeah, I'm talking so much, guys. If you guys have any questions, please do go ahead and throw them at me. I would really appreciate your questions. I'm here for about an hour. So please do go ahead and throw your questions at me before like my internet messes up. Guys, I'm using a modem by a company here called Mango. Like it's supposed to be one of the best, along with another one called Liquid. So yeah, I do apologize if, some of my lives have been disturbed by connection issues. I do try my best. Okay, so we have Ruby saying, yeah, first again, hi, Lady Visionary. What a pleasant surprise. Med J's in the building. um, DC, High Lady Visionary, and African family. Mr. Kagame made the best decision for his country. Yes, I think obviously leading a country is not easy, but he is really trying. And as I said, like being on the ground here, you can really see that this president has a vision for the country and is trying to move it in the right direction. No president is perfect. No person is perfect. He's doing his bit, and we need to think about how we can do our bit for the continent. So I'm not really complaining. I'm just like trying to work with local leaders and people in those positions to help me move forward with the projects that I'm doing and the impact that I'm trying to make on the continent. And yeah, like this exciting project. That's coming up. I will share more about that very, very soon. But I want to transform the life of people living in a village here in the Northern Province by bringing clean water to their homes. And it's going to cost money, guys. It's going to cost money, but I don't think it's too expensive. I got a quote today. It's not very expensive, and I'm hoping maybe I'll do like a GoFundMe page so I can um, fundraise the money. Actually, I've been told that it will take 2 weeks to bring the water to the villages. So I'm like, wow, what? In 2 weeks we can transform lives, and I have this platform. Um, I have this platform. So many of you guys who are out there, you want to support, you want to be a part of change. So I will be documenting that whole process of bringing the water to the village. Yeah, so you guys can basically see what's happening. But let me know what you guys think about that. Do reach out to me via my email if you guys want to support. Yeah, it'll be really nice to have you guys on board with that as well. But as I said, I will be giving you guys more information regarding that. I will be documenting that on my channel. I just need to have a conversation with the district. That's the local government. So to make sure that they are aware of what I want to do and they are on board, and hopefully I can get their support as well to fundraise the money in order to bring water to this village here in Mosanzi. Ingrid is in the building. Hello, hello, hello from Orlando. Rukundo is in the building, one of my supporters again. Hello, people. Ruby is saying, can you still operate a farming business during these restrictions? Yes, of course, because people need food. For example, people need food. So you can still operate a farming business. I've started a small pilot project. I've never done farming before. My husband knows more about farming than I do, but I'm learning. So I've started a small farm project. I have cows, I have goats, I have lambs. I'm about to introduce rabbits and then chickens. So yeah, definitely it's been challenging because of the restrictions, like moving from place to place. But now that these restrictions have been lifted, it's going to help so many farmers, so many businesses. So most definitely you can still operate a farming business, and people really still need to eat. So we've been trying to work around the restrictions. Rukundo is saying, let's have a look. Um, okay, I was just comparing to Uganda land prices. Affordable. Rwanda is way more affordable. Yes, it really depends, but you know what? The land prices are going up here in Rwanda now. Like, um, a couple of months or just last year, I was talking about like Bugesera International Airport, and I was encouraging people to invest around the airport. And now people are telling me that land prices have really gone up. It's so difficult to find affordable land around the airport, and that's because the prices have gone up. I know, like in Uganda, you can get bigger sizes of land um, for cheaper than here in Rwanda. But again, it depends. If you're going obviously more rural, land prices will be a lot less in comparison to like the cities. So yeah. Okay, so Medjay saying Qatar Airways would have invested 1.5 billion to build Bugesera International Airport if Rwanda was landlocked. um, Medjay saying locked up. Um, Brandon Bradley, how much are your consultations? My consultations are very affordable. They are $60 per hour. Okay, and they usually last an hour, but I'm very flexible. If they go over, I'm not like rigid or anything, because I understand that people have a lot of questions, and I'm happy to answer your questions. So yeah, hopefully that helps. We have Florence. Florence, how are you? Good news. Thanks for the update. You're most welcome. Florence also had a consultation with me, and she found it very, very useful. So thank you so much, Florence, for supporting me. Um, yeah. Rukundo, do you know anything about international travel or the TA travel pass? No, I've heard a little bit about it, but I'd be lying if I said I knew enough about it to give you information. Um, I've just kind of glanced over it briefly, so sorry, I don't know enough to talk about that. Leticia L, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have okay, Rukundo, Cameroon versus Rwanda on March 30th. Rukundo, African Cup of Nations. What's the cost of a well or borehole? So basically, the water that I'm trying to pull to the village is coming from a spring. It's coming from a spring. So that's how I'm planning to pull the water from the spring down to the village. But yeah, what saddens me most is that you don't even need expensive water filtration to make Lake Blera water drinkable. There are millions of survivalist tutorials on YouTube showing how to achieve that. Yeah, like yeah, obviously the water can be filtered. It's not like I would need someone to like a specialist company to analyze the water. I've actually been in touch with them already. They would have to do an analysis of the water and see what type of filtration that it will need. However, most recently I discovered that there's a spring, so it would be probably better to get the water from the spring. It would probably need a lot less filtration. So that's what I'm planning to do. But as I said, I have to speak with like the local governments to let them know that what I want to do, and hopefully I'll be able to get some support from them as well. So yeah, this is crazy because I'm like, why did anyone just do this, but I guess, development is happening in Rwanda. Um, so and we have to be a part of that change. So I'm like, right, let me just take this on, let me speak to the leaders within the community, let's just see what they think about it and whether they have anything they want to add, and how can they potentially help me to fundraise the money that I need to pull the water from the spring all the way to the village, because it is quite a long way, but definitely it will transform lives. The Brat Miller Angel is in the building saying, greetings, Lady Visionary. Hello to you. Another one of my loyal subscribers, always checking in. Thank you so much. Rukundo is saying, definitely will support any project to benefit the local community. Thank you so much. Definitely, I will keep you guys posted, because I need to have a meeting first and make sure that the government, um, the local government is aware. I just basically got someone to do a quote, in terms of like bringing the water to the villages. I got a quote, so I just need to discuss and have a meeting with the local government and see where that goes really. um, the idea is to have them on board, because, as I said, this will really transform lives. Because right now, the people who are living around the lakes are drinking the water from the lake, so it's not clean, it's not filtered. I always, because that's where my project site is. It's on Lake Brera, so I always see like children carrying like those yellow jerry cans, filling up the jerry cans, and they use the water for bathing, cooking, drinking, and there's an island also on like the Lake Brera, and they don't like there's no water on the island, so they use the lake water to do everything. And I visited one of there's a health clinic on top of the island, and they were telling me like that a lot of the children, especially the children, come in with diseases that occur due to consumption of the dirty lake water. So it's like, if I'm here, and I can potentially do something about it, then, and I have a platform, of people who also want to support, why can't we do that? Because like, it's not that expensive. Like I mean, I got like an estimate today, but I feel like I need it to be reviewed to make sure, it's a really accurate quote, before I kind of share that information with you guys. But definitely, I'm going to need support to bring the water to the villages. Definitely, we'll need you guys support. So you guys can reach out to me via email, or yeah, or Instagram. I'm also on Instagram as Lady Visionary, or my business is Instagram is Twin Lakes Recreational Island. So yeah, you can reach out to me, if you want to support, because I'm really pushing for this project. I'm like, no, I really like, there really shouldn't be people here drinking from the lake unless obviously it's been filtered and it's like deemed safe to drink. But I know from my research and from speaking to the health clinic, that a lot of people, especially children, are getting diseases from drinking the water, the dirty water, basically. Rakunda is saying, definitely will support any project to benefit the community. Thank you so much. Rakunda, I agree with you. Oh, perfect. Ruby, you really mean business. Very inspiring. Yes, I'm like, because I did a master's in global health and international development. So my passion, this passion of mine has been there for a very, very long time. My background is in healthcare. I'm a physiotherapist. But I wanted to stretch it a bit further by doing a master's in global health and international development, because my passion was like always for the continent and basically what I can do for the people here. And initially, my goal was to kind of work with a big NGO and try to influence change that way. But I realized through doing my master's and even doing charitable work here on the continent that a lot of the time, these companies, to be honest, they really exploit the situation. A lot of the times they're fundraising, and to be honest, the job doesn't get done. I've worked with big organizations that have fundraised lots of money. I mean, thousands, if not millions of pounds. And it's just been really heartbreaking to see what has transpired. And for me, I'm like, no, like I really feel like charity continues to influence poverty. Um, and a lot of these organizations, to be honest, for them, they obviously get really high paid salaries. And yeah, a lot of these projects are just there to collect money, but not really influence big change. So I'm here on the continent, as much as like, yes, I'm doing business, I'm very much business minded, but also I always think about how my business ventures can have an impact on the community, or how can I influence change. Like I'm doing a project, like building a resort project, or that's the aim anyway, to build a resort project in this area. But at the same time, I'm seeing that there's a need, and a very big need is access to clean drinking water. So how can I influence change in that sense by bringing clean water to the area? And how can I use my platform to also influence change? So yeah, MedJ is saying, as long as water don't have heavy metal, radioactive materials, nor toxic chemicals in it, you won't need much filtration equipment to make the water perfectly safe and drinkable. Yeah, like from what I'm seeing, with regards to the lake, people are bathing in the lake actually. People are bathing in the lake, using different soaps and things like that. So, as I said, there's a company that I got in touch with in Kigali. They basically analyze the water, and then like tell you what sort of toxic chemicals are in the lake, and give you recommendations with regards to what sort of filtration system will be needed according to what the findings are, with regards to the water. Dirty water leads to cholera and other diseases that could easily be prevented. Exactly. Definitely, I agree 100%. And I think the only way like that can be prevented in this case is by bringing clean water to that village. Um, I won't solve all the problems, but at least I am making an impact in that way. And I actually spoke to some villagers about it, and potentially, I could have these villagers take part in like digging for the pipings and things like that. So it's going to be like a real community effort. So the community coming together, as well as like pulling finances together to bring the water from the spring to the village. But as I said, um, I went out my way, and well, not really out my way. I took it upon myself to get someone to do a quote, in terms of a quote, um, uh, in relation to bringing the water to the village. And now I just need to speak to the local district and let them be aware of what my intentions are, and whether they would be on board to support me, and even to make a financial contribution towards bringing the water to these villages. Um, Rwanda, that's why Rwanda kicked out lots of NGOs. They pay themselves first before money reaches the community. Yes, that's a big problem, not just here in in Rwanda, but yeah, across the continent. A lot of NGOs position themselves to take advantage and fundraise and pocket the money. Um, I've seen that. I've seen that a lot. And yeah, I really respect Rwanda, because like they have kicked out a lot of NGOs, and there's a lot of accountability. So a lot of NGOs don't want to come to Rwanda, because they won't be able to hide their finances and things like that, because Rwanda is very much policing and making sure that you know um the intentions are right. Okay, Medjay, I spent 8 years in Paris, France, as an Air Force cadet. Lady Visionary, trust me, if Lassien's filthy waters didn't kill me, Lake Boreal waters surely won't. But it's just, it's sad for the children, because obviously if the children are getting quite sick. The children get quite sick, as Rukundo mentioned, like cholera, worms from the water. So, and they end up with like vomiting and diarrhea, and they're off school, so it really has an impact in that sense. So definitely, if we can bring clean water to them, it will really transform their lives. And for me, it's like I don't like to see children I don't like children being sick. So I'm just like, what can we do? Definitely, what can we do? Ruby saying charity doesn't always okay, charity, especially when they get to keep 9% of the money. Yes, like they pocket a large percent of the money, that is for sure. And sometimes it's a lot like report writing, a lot of things that are fabricated. Yes, we made this impact, blah 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 blah. But in reality, it's like you haven't done nothing for the people. You've just pocketed the money and then move the money out of Africa back to Europe or the Americas. I spoke about a charity that I worked with back in 2010. Again, as I said, they fundraised so much money. They promised a community that they would build like a space where it would be organized. It will have like banks, traders will be off the street and into this community sort of arrangement. They fundraised so much money, but when I went back a couple of years later, literally what only thing that was there was the foundation. And even like that was they promised this in like 2010, for example. And yeah, I went there back in 2014. The foundation was still the same, and even now as I speak, the foundation is still the same. So they made all these promises, raised lots of money, but nothing happened. And anyway, guys, it's just a lot. It's just really a lot. Regman Music, peace and blessings, my sister at Lady Visionary. Peace to you as well. Thank you for being here. Again, if you're new, please do go ahead and smash on that red subscribe button. Yeah, Rukundo just found a study online that was conducted on the quality of that water. Send that to me via email if you can. That's projecthealtha@gmail.com. Because I'm planning to have a meeting with the district, hopefully on Wednesday, and I want to be able to also bring some like data, some information that I can present to them as to why this project is very important. So yeah, I'm trying to win them over, even though like this is just like, come on, this needs to happen. But I need to provide them with the details as to why this is an amazing project and why we need to mobilize and pull together and make it happen. So please do, Rukundo, send me that document in an email, projecthealtha@gmail.com. My email is also in the description bar, guys. Again, you can go ahead and support me and my project, what I'm doing here in Rwanda. You can join me on Patreon. I'm on Patreon. Those of you guys who would love to book a consultation, it's very affordable. Just send me an email on projecthealtha@gmail.com. You can always support via PayPal or via super chats. Water, sorry, Rukundo is saying water physico-chemical characteristics of Lake Boreal and Rukundo. Okay, all right then. I will take a look at that. I will definitely take a look at that. Medjay is saying it all depends on how much you're willing to invest in a powerful water filtration system. But basically, the only toxic compound that a modern filtration system won't be able to stop is radioactivity. I know like filtration systems can be quite expensive, hence why I've thought about pulling the water from the spring as opposed to the lake because it will need less sort of filtration. And so, and because obviously I haven't got huge amounts of money um, for this project, so I thought that would be a better way to pull the water from the spring. Okay, it's a PDF. Thank you. Mountains of Inspiration is in the building. Hello, Lady Visionary. Hello, Visionary family. Hi to you as well. Rukundo from the College of Science, Technology, University of Rwanda. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yes, please do email that to me. Ruby says, truth is people shouldn't trust those charities. And like as I said, like I did a master's in global health and international development, and I'm very much aware of the issues here on the continent and how we can, influence change and make an impact for our people for today and for generations to come. I was very much interested in working for a big organization, a big charitable organization, but I've abandoned all of that because for me, I just felt like I wouldn't feel right knowing what I know, knowing the information that I know, knowing that, yes, I can get a very nice paycheck, but the reality is a lot of what is being portrayed out there with regards to charities, a lot of things are just lies and just fabricated. So how can I make a true impact? And it's through like relocating here, investing here, through having my channel, through showcasing my channel and my experiences with all of you guys out there, and through us coming together and, you know, um, building projects for ourselves and saying, right, this is what our people needs. Let's mobilize together. Let's unite and actually get the job done instead of like always waiting for the government or always blaming the government. But how can we make a contribution to impact our people? Ingrid is in the building. Ruby, you're so right. I don't understand why we keep trusting these people. Most definitely. Um, Alvaro, I saw your email. I did respond to your email today regarding setting up a consultation. So hopefully we can get that sorted very, very soon. Please bear in mind that obviously there is a time difference between wherever you are, if you're not in Rwanda and Rwanda. And then, yeah, just think about the date and the time difference. Ingrid is saying, I don't give money to charities anymore. And I do understand that. I really do understand that, And if you're, like, if I would kind of encourage you, if you're planning to relocate and invest here on the continent, you know, look for a problem and bring about a solution. Because as much as, yes, you want to do business here, we need to sustain ourselves, but, also think about how you can make an impact on the community and bring about change, especially to those vulnerable populations here on the continent. So I've identified a need and I'm going to do what I can to help the people. I'm not going to be able to help everybody. I'm just one person trying to do the best that I can. But if more of us pull together, definitely we can make a change. As many of the times, if we don't like identify these problems, who are we waiting for to do it for us? Is it the Chinese? Is it, other people? Because guys, it will never really happen because their ultimate aim and motive has everything to do with themselves. So if we're thinking that they will prioritize Africa and our issues, it's not going to happen. So we are the ones that need to really, have an open mind, have an open heart, look for the problems. Yes, don't just moan about the problems, don't just highlight the problems, but think about what can I do to help solve this problem. You may not want to donate to any charities, and that's fine. But when you get here on the ground, just think, what can I do now that I'm here? I can see the issues in front of my face. What can I do now that I'm here? Guys, do you have any questions? As I said, I was only planning to be on here for an hour just to kind of update you guys with regards to what's happening here in Rwanda recently. Those of you guys who are just joining, Rwanda's has extended the curfew from 8 p.m. We all had to be in our houses by 8 p.m. Now that has been extended to 9 p.m., which is great. Shops were closed at 6 p.m. That's now changed to 8 p.m. We're now flexible to move across districts, apart from 3 districts. Those are Bugesera, Nyanza, and Gisara. God, I can't say that name. Gisarga, something like that, guys. So there's 3 districts that the movement have been restricted in, but there's a lot more flexibility and people can move around and do business a lot better. So us people here, we're very excited. Rwandans are very, very excited because that's just going to change the whole game with regards to business now. And I hope that this will be just a continuous move in the right direction with regards to Rwanda. And also, I know that a lot of people from the diaspora who are thinking about visiting or like relocating to Rwanda, they were a little bit uncertain because they're like, oh, the restrictions, blah, blah, blah. But now the restrictions are being the restrictions are being lifted slowly by slowly. And yeah, hopefully it's, as I said, a move in the right direction. I'm very, very excited because yeah, it just also means that I can do a lot more myself. Okay. Medjay is saying, Lady Visionary, you won't believe what I found. Apparently the Chinese are changing African countries 10 times charging African countries 10 times the price that Western countries are charging for building 4-lane highways in Europe. That's nuts. Yeah, I mean, these people will milk Africa. They will continue to milk Africa. That's not new because everybody is trying to grab for themselves. So that is not surprising, actually. That is not surprising. Ruby, Kino, there is a lesson in there. It's our job to take care of ourselves. Otherwise, someone else will always be there to profit. Oh, wow. That's literally, let's just put that on the screen because, you know, that's worth thinking about most definitely. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our people because these people coming in and exploiting the continent, they are there for themselves mainly, and they will just give you a very small fraction of the pie, to make you feel a little bit comfortable while they're taking the entire thing. Medjay saying that Puff-Pick African leadership is doing the most. I understand what you mean, but as I said, like, we have got to stop complaining and, start thinking about what we can do. And I'm here, and although I'm like, look, Rwanda is such a small country, no one should struggle to find clean drinking water, but obviously it's still a challenge. A lot of development is happening here. As I said, you can really see that. I've really seen that over the years, but instead of complaining, I'm actually putting things in place. I'm taking the actions that are required in order to solve a problem. So I don't like look at it from that stance. I'm looking at it from a stance where what can I do to help solve this problem? Yeah, guys, if you have any questions for me, please go ahead and throw them in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer them for you. Those of you guys who are new, please do go ahead and smash on the red subscribe button. I'm on the road to achieving 3.5 K subscribers. Those of you guys who are listening in and you haven't got a family or friend to subscribe to Lady Visionary's channel, let me know. Why not? Come on. If each and every one of you guys listening in got a friend or a family member to subscribe, and there are people out there I kind of just jumped. But basically, just try and get a family member or a friend to subscribe, because there are people out there who, you know, maybe they don't know enough about Africa. People are emailing me and sending me messages that, my videos on Rwanda has really inspired them. They didn't know about Rwanda until, they discovered my channel and things like that. So, this can be very, very informative for people. It gives also another option, helps people think outside the box. There's so many people coming together on my platform and sharing information and ideas. So yeah, please share my channel out there. So your different social media platforms. You've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So yeah, please do support me just by sharing out my videos. And as I said, guys, I've got another video coming out. It should have been out today. I don't want to give away too much, but I'm really excited about it. It's a young Rwandan doing business here. Oh my God, I'm so inspired. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see that video. It's coming out very soon. It was supposed to be out today, but unfortunately, as I said, technical difficulties, but hopefully they will be resolved soon. And I will get that video out as soon as possible to you. Guys, do you have any more questions, or is that it? Can I round up now? Let me know what you think. My lives are led by you guys as well. So you just do have to let me know if you have any questions, if you need clarification on anything. Then this is a great time to just ask away at any questions that you may have. Guys, you also know that I've been offering or showcasing, I guess, different properties that are available. It's giving you guys an opportunity to own land here in Rwanda. So that's specifically the northern province. I also potentially have a plot of land near the new airport, and that's the Bogasera International Airport. So if you are interested, you think you may be interested, just send me an email. That's at projecthealtha@gmail.com. I also have plots available in the northern province here in Musanze, where I'm based. And also I have a plot on an island that you guys may be interested in. You guys have sent me emails about listings and like potential properties. So I'm trying to listen to you guys and bring you guys some properties. I know there's only a limited number of properties that I'm offering at the moment, but definitely as I explore more, I will bring that to the forefront for you guys. So do bear with me. Please do bear with me. MedJ saying maybe the World Health Organization could also provide financial assistance by allocating some donations in order to help address that water crisis. I hear what you're saying, but I really believe that um, the local leaders here we can do it, and I believe that us, the diaspora, we're enough. We can do it. We don't have to look at these organizations and wait for them to give us anything. I believe that just because I've got someone to do a quote, I really believe that it's doable. That we, the diaspora, the support that I get from my supporters and also from the district, the local government leaders, I think that will be adequate to pull the water and get that to the villages. So yeah. So hopefully, Medjay, that answers your question. Ruby saying you have very high quality following, very engaged. Keep on keeping on. You'll be surprised. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that encouragement. Most definitely appreciate that. Righty. Guys, I'm not seeing any more of your questions. So I'm like, right, it is what time is it now? It's 50 minutes past 12 a.m. Wow. Brandon is saying, what will it take to get water to them? So, okay, so with regarding the quote that I got, as I said, I really didn't want to really speak about this quote because I just got someone to give an estimate and it felt like it needed to be reviewed again. But to get the water to the villages, it will cost around $3,000. We need tanks, we need 2 tanks, and we need a lot of piping because it's quite a long way to get to the village and also through the village. So, and we're going to need to employ roughly around 20 people. Those people will be from those villages, but I'm also trying to see whether we can kind of mobilize people to just work for free because it is for the community. So whether we can also just get the community to be involved, be a part of this big project. Medjay is saying, how's the roads from Kigali to Musanze? The roads are perfect. That's what I can say. The roads um the roads are perfect from Kigali to Musanze. It's perfect. Better than some of the roads in the UK, I should say, that needs repairing. Yeah, a lot better. Very smooth. I don't have any problems with the roads. Very, very smooth. The government actually invested in the roads from Kigali to Musanze and they've built also barriers because as you know, like Rwanda is very, very hilly terrains. There's a lot of cliffs coming from Kigali to Musanze. So they've built a lot of barriers to ensure like road safety or trying to improve road safety. Yeah. So Brandon Bradley's asking a very important question. How many people will it serve? The water will serve over 1,200 people. Yeah, it will serve over 1,200 around there. Yeah. Medjay, are there any highways or trains that go there? So there are no highways and no trains currently, but they are working on the train lines that will come, I believe, from Tanzania side into Kigali and up to the new airport that's being built right now. So there's a lot's been invested with regards to bringing the railway all the way up to Rwanda from Tanzania. And that's going to impact a lot of businesses because right now the challenge is that obviously that Rwanda is landlocked, so that has an impact on business because a lot of goods take a long time to get into it takes a long time to get into Rwanda. So it's thought that the railway obviously will improve the speed at which goods get into the country. So yeah. Medjay, I think you'll be surprised when you get to Rwanda if you ever visit to see like they do have good quality roads here. And even now in the northern province, because where I am in Musanze, it's the second city. So Musanze is the second city in Rwanda. There's a master plan for Rwanda. And there's lots of developments and people knowing about the master plan. So I would even say to people thinking about investing and relocating to Rwanda, go ahead and read the master plan because it will give you so many ideas. It will help you to be informed in terms of what's actually going on in Rwanda and how you can position yourself in business and with other opportunities. So you'll actually be surprised that there is a lot happening here in Rwanda, even in the northern province. There is a lot happening. They've just also started, they're building up the roads here in the northern province. It's like people are so surprised that, wow, like the government is actually really um putting money into the building the country. Because obviously if you have better roads, then people can, transport their goods, people can move around more easily, people can do business easily, it improves the livelihoods of communities, you know, it really transforms lives. And just by talking to the local people, you can see just how much like building a road transforms lives. Yeah, girl, Rwanda is about to blow up. Literally, just have a look, as I said, at the master plan. The master plan will help you to be really informed in terms of what's happening in Rwanda, what's the vision, like what opportunities are here, potentially, and how you can potentially get involved and position yourself in business and beyond. And we have Kim in the building. Hello, 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 Lady Visionary and chat. Hello and welcome. So, yes, have you guys got any more questions? Um, yeah, and with regards to bringing water to the villages, I do need to do a lot more. Like, I need to do a lot more research, which I will be doing tomorrow because I need to do like a presentation to present to the district as to why this is a very good project to bring to the local people. Mhm. Without being flashy, you're doing a lot for Rwanda, more you can imagine. I mean, I don't, yeah, for me, it's not about being flashy or anything like that. I was even thinking, if I had like the means, I would do it all myself, like in terms of bringing water to the village. But there's so much I'm already doing behind the scenes, and I would really appreciate like the support to help bring water to this particular village in the northern province. Like that's just one village, but there's another like island that needs water, but they like there's no way you can pull the water supply to the island. So basically what they need is like a tank, and then that tank needs to be refilled. This island has a population of about 400 people, and again these people are and drinking water from the lake. They use it for cooking, bathing, everything. And again, they have issues with diseases because they're drinking that water from the lake. So yeah, this is just one village that I would like to help. Maybe in the future I'll be able to do more. But for right now, I'm just focusing on this village. And if it's successful, then I'd love to move on to other parts, other areas such as this island that I'm talking about, with the people who are living on that island and they don't have access to clean drinking water. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, Ruby. I really do appreciate that. Um, guys, do you have any more questions for me? Or am I going to round up now? Okay. That's messed up. So yeah, this is just one village around this area that I'm going to help. I'm just going to focus on that village. And as I said, I will, if I have the capacity and the means and the support, definitely I would love to be able to provide clean drinking water to this island on the lake, or to the people on the island on the lake. Um, Ruby, I believe you'll get all the help you need. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Nathan, obviously like the nearest is like, because like the area is just surrounded by lake water. It's surrounded like by lake water. So I guess that's, yeah, that is the nearest. However, I think that water will need a lot of filtration. So I feel like the better option is to go with the spring water, which will not need as much filtration as the lake water. But again, I would have to pay money to get the water analyzed in detail. So to cut out all of that, I can just get the water directly from the spring. Fitz is saying, oh, sorry. Yeah. Great job, my sister. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Have we got any new persons in the building? Let me know in the comments. Do we have any new persons in the building? Maybe you're new to my channel, you're just listening in now, or maybe you've just joined the platform. Let me know in the comments. And let me know if you have any specific questions on Rwanda. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help, guys. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help. Okay. Right, guys, I think that is the end of the live. I just want to say thank you so much for each and every one of you guys who have been listening in, and those of you guys who will listen in to the replay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This was again a random live. I wasn't expecting to come on. As you guys can see, you guys are not seeing my face for the first time. I normally never do lives where you don't see my face. I'm always showing my face on these lives. But as I said, it was a random one. I got some information, new information from Parliament, and I was like, right, I need to update you guys. I'm so excited. And I hope that definitely this is a step in the right direction for Rwanda as they begin to relax some of the measures and open up the country a bit more so people can have that level of flexibility and movement. So yes. Brandon, Bradley, oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for answering all our questions. Most definitely, you are welcome. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Very much appreciated, Brandon, for that super chat. Is it Regman Music is saying bye. Bye to you as well. I'll see you in the next one, Regman. I noticed that you are one of my regulars. So thank you so much. Med J saying at Nathan, the nearest water is the lake, but they don't know how to filter it. Yeah, there's as I said, there are companies in Kigali that specialize in filtrating the water systems, but obviously it is costly. And the area that I'm investing in, if you look at the demographics, the level of poverty is quite high in the area, like low literacy levels. So, and people can't afford these things. They need like for example, one of the islands, or yeah, this particular island that I said they don't have access to clean drinking water as well. They don't have access to water, and also they don't have access to electricity. Um, you know, the only support they would get is if someone donated like a solar panel. Like I know like a few families have had donations with regards to solar panels on their houses, but that's very few, very, very few families. And this is an island with a population of around 400 people. And I think only about 2 families on that island has solar power because that was donated to them. So yeah, the people in that area, they don't have the financial means to pay for like the filtration systems. So it's going to need like larger kind of local government support and maybe national support in order to get those things in place, like filtration systems. Ruby is saying, I have questions. I'll contact you for a consultation when I'm ready. Most definitely, Ruby, you are welcome. Just email me on projecthealtha@gmail.com. And also, I've got my details in the description bar below, so you can go ahead and check those out. Yeah. So, guys, I am going to be loving you guys and leaving you guys soon. I will have more information with regards to the water project in the Northern Province. I will let you guys know more about that very, very soon. And I will probably set up like a GoFundMe for everyone who is interested to support. And again, every single one of you guys who are coming into Rwanda, please, please, please don't just come and see Kigali. Please come to the Northern Province, and I can show you guys around. I can bring you guys to this community so you guys can see that they don't actually have access to clean drinking water. I can show you guys the spring to where I'm wanting to pull the water from to the village. So yeah, you guys can actually see for yourselves, just by reaching out to me, and obviously coming to the Northern Province and actually seeing the Northern Province for yourself and seeing what I'm doing here or trying to do here in the Northern Province. Um, yeah, guys, I think that's it for now. Please do go ahead and smash the subscribe button if you're new. Make sure you have liked this live stream. Make sure you share my videos, any of my favorite videos on the channel. Please do go ahead and share it out. I'm on Instagram, so you can connect with me on Instagram. I'm on there as Lady Visionary, which is the same as my channel. I also have my business Instagram, which is Twin Lakes Recreational Island. So you can go ahead and check me out over there. As I said, I am offering consultations for those of you guys who are interested in relocating and investing here in Rwanda. It's a good idea to have a consultation with me because obviously I'm on the ground. I can give you a lot of information, a lot of ideas of who you can potentially connect with. And it's just probably going to save you a lot of hassle. So do consider having a consultation with myself. Remember, guys, I'm also on Patreon, so you can always go over there and support me. But guys, that is enough for tonight. I will see you again in the next live. Take care and see you all very soon, where I'll be showing my face, hopefully, in the next live. You guys take care and have a good night. I know you're listening from all over the world, but right now it's past 1 a.m. here in Rwanda. So that's why I'm saying good night. Take care, guys. Lots of love. Until next time. Bye, guys.